The largest radio event is hitting sound waves across the nation this weekend. Over 30,000 ham radio operators are on air for their field day radio exercise. As News 13's Riley Lehman tells us, it teaches operators how to prepare for emergencies, natural disasters, large events, and more.
When Hurricane Michael hit in 2018 and the cell towers went down, radio became the main form of communication. Ham radio operators were tasked with relaying critical information to the public while the storm came through the Panhandle.
All of the ham radio operators would get up and relay between each other. If they needed a paramedic, if they needed the sheriff at any location inside of the county. So we were a relay for the emergency services.
That's why the Panama City Amateur Radio Club and Bay County Amateur Radio Emergency Services train for those types of situations. Every June, they participate in a nationwide event called the ARRL Field Day. They bring in their personal gear using Morse code and frequency tones to make contacts with different ham radio stations throughout the world. Their WindsLink program allows them to convert radio frequencies into messages sent through email and text.
We have the ability with programs on our laptops to be able that are tied to our radios. We can email over the radio to anybody in the world. We can send a text message to anybody in the world we use a program called WinLink to do that.
Operators receive points for each contact that they make through the day, trying to earn as many points as possible. But they work at events throughout the year to hone their skills, like the Gulf Coast Salute Air Show and Ironman events.
They used us for relaying back if we needed to get emergency services somewhere inside the crowd. There was a lot of heat casualties, a lot of people needing assistance there.
And they step in during natural disasters to relay messages from emergency shelters.
We would actually go man a station at that shelter and report back to the Emergency Operations Center.
Ham radio operators will participate in another field day event in January. In Bay County, Riley Lehman, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
In order to become an amateur radio operator, you have to go through training and background checks to become licensed. There are more than 750,000 licensed operators in the United States. Panama City Radio Club has about 50 members.